What's up, dudes? I don't know what I was doing. I was walking up here. This guy was, hanging out back there somewhere. And guess I don't know, he's all hype about being a dog. Maybe that's a nice segue into meaning. I was gonna make a video about meaning. It's on my mind a lot because here's another dog. I guess what came to mind with dogs and animals is that they kind of don't need meaning, in that they're just like a dog. like eating and things is their meaning. Oh, it's that lady's. It's her dogs down there. Hey, let's check out these steps. Anyhow, every now and then I mention it here and there about this project I'm working on, about a new economy, maybe new way to track and exchange value. That's a big spider. I'd show it to you, but it wasn't really big enough to. Ah! Okay, we're not going up there. That's enough. It's enough adventuring. I need to not be looking at the ground. Like I'm wearing flip-flops. I need to not be holding the camera, and I need a stick if I'm going to adventure, and not get my head stuck in a spider web with something flying in it. Anyhow, meaning. Yeah, dogs don't need meaning. Can't remember what I was talking about, but people. Oh, the economy. Different way to track value. Mosquitoes. I don't think I picked the best place to shoot a video. This is behind the houses, through those trees. But meaning. So, I mean, I think we've kind of discussing with some friends. Kevin is one of them. Oleg, if he ever happens to see this. But figuring out. Okay, this is just what's on my mind. Forget all that. What's on my mind is money can't buy meaning. Money cannot buy meaning. And I think early in a person's life and for a long time, meaning is kind of built around getting this kind of success or a certain kind of power and influence, and I mean that's kind of enough. Maybe it's kind of like being a dog, in that dogs they don't gotta think, they're just dogs, so they do dog stuff. They eat, they sleep, go to the bathroom, run around and play. Dogs like to play, animals like to play, have something interesting to do, and not equating people to animals or dogs or anything like that, but you just kind of get programmed with a certain level of meaning, and maybe it works for you or it doesn't. Growing up, I don't know, if you want to be a lawyer, what I'm saying is that I think early, you don't need a lot of reason behind the stuff you're doing. It's kind of assigned to you by your parents, and then society. You're just kind of moving until you reach a place where you're either oh, I got here, now what? Or start to question what you're doing. And money alone you can't just buy meaning. That's one. And two, having meaning with no money, not that it's all right, but it, I don't know, gives you drive to move through the days. I mean, that's kind of how I've operated for forever. I got these big goals and visions and dreams, and this is the cool thing about them, and I understand this. Maybe none of them ever come true, but the fight and the struggle and the thinking and the ups and downs, all being tied to this greater purpose or meaning, it makes it, I can't even say it makes it fun all the time, because it's certainly not fun, but it makes it, I guess even in the not fun, not that it's fun, anyhow, like it's just like, that's the thing. And you know, I've since converted, like I still have the bigger visions, but I've pushed them out, like the timeline out farther, right? It used to be maybe like a 1-year goal or a 5-year goal. I remember reading a book once about 50-year goals, and I still haven't like really wrote down what a 50-year goal looks like, because my 5-year goals used to be so big. And so now like a 50-year goal is like, oh my God, what can I accomplish in 50 years? So yeah, and then just all my actions are, to the best of my ability, moving me in that direction. And then the other funny thing, it's like these are almost two opposites, but not. But then there's kind of like my daily, like my almost even higher goal than my 50-year goal is just kind of mastering the day-to-day. And that, like, so the days are enjoyable, like a good amount of challenge, a good amount of health, you know, a good amount of downtime, but just, yeah, every day, like a good amount of quote-unquote flow, which, you know, flow might, yeah, like, you know, whatever that means to you. It might be meditating or playing a video game or drawing, going for a run. Yeah, and just like having that every day. And, you know, whatever happens with the long-term or short-term goals, I don't want to say that it doesn't matter, but you get good at adjusting. Anyhow, I'm just kind of rambling, meaning, yeah, like, I mean, that's just the thing, too. Like, having meaning just propels you or drags you, depending on what your energy level is at any particular moment. But it gives you some direction, like, right, like why am I, you know, why are you where you are doing what you're doing? A lot of people, I don't know, but if you have like this, like if it's attached to something, you know, like for me, like it's attached to, I want a Tai Chi school in every country on earth. Like, you know, I'd like to visit every country on earth. New in my mind is I'd like to go to the top of Mount Kilimanjaro and walk from far away. Like, that's in my mind. Hello. Like, you know, I want to create. I want to be a part of creating the, you know, like employing like the most number of people on Earth, you know, as a part of whatever organization that I start or I'm a part of. And then when I say employ, like employ doesn't necessarily mean what it means right now. Like a part of it is getting paid, a part of it might be interning, or like a combination of these things. A part, you know, like even employing someone to the point where they don't work, they just, like, they get a basic income, but they do work, but they're working on being able to pay back into the basic income so other people can get basic income. You know, like these things that, you know, we traditionally rely on governments to do, like people can do and organize. Yeah, I mean, I'd actually like to see a new form of government exist that's borderless, a digital government, so to speak, with digital citizens with their own embassies and their own seat at the table, which is totally doable. Like, I think there should be several new forms of digital governance with your own digital passport. Yeah, and it's, you know, like new economies and new ways to trade. Like I mean, it's fun to think about this stuff and make small movements towards it. And like, it's not even that you or anybody needs to have some huge vision. You can borrow someone else's vision, or just like, or it can be like, there's no large and small. It's all, you know, it's dependent on the person and what you want to do. Like just seeing your kids through college is vision enough, and seeing them through college and making sure they have some meaning, you know, helping them find what's important to them. You know, because we all like we're all genetically predisposed to, you know, derive meaning from certain things more than others, right? Like if you're a midget, you probably won't derive much meaning trying to star in the NBA. So, you know, you're gonna find something different. Maybe you want to be, you know, I don't know, I'm gonna say something funny. So yeah, there, like a little rambly video. I think I needed to take a break. I was working all morning, and I just went and got breakfast, and I just wanted to have a moment of solitude with you guys. So yeah, man. All right, guys.